The last time we played this game, we broke it using fire magic. See the boss. Oh my gosh. Frames. Today we're gonna try the Force Mage because I've always wanted to be a Jedi.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
And it's also magic, so maybe we can break the game again. So we start out with our moving little castle, and this time our mage is like out in front. Oh, okay, we've got tornadoes. For some reason, I thought it was just gonna be like a force wave around us, but this fires it in like a central direction. That being said, we can simply follow the tornado. Oh, and I've got a Q ability, which is pretty freaking fantastic. Now, the last time we broke the game by doing this, working on lowering our cooldown. We even got it to negative values, which is pretty amazing when you think about the fact that like you can get negative numbers, which means it was effectively infinite. Now the tornado already looks pretty incredible because it leaves just tracks of destruction in its wake, and in tracks of destruction lies, well, glory. And by glory, I mean gold. And gold is how we level up in the game. So we've got the crew that repairs us. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit tricky, and I'm not entirely sure how my special ability works. Okay, I create a giant force field around me. That's what I thought we were gonna be doing regularly. Oh, we actually hit the money wagon, but it didn't do a whole lot of damage. We're gonna need a secondary weapon, most assuredly. Now, what that's gonna be, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, please hit it. Yeah, because we're just not doing a whole lot of damage. That being said, one of the things that we missed out on in the last video, at least like consciously, I'm sure we got it, was that I can run over the trees and get more money. Okay, this isn't what I wanted. I love the cannon, but out of these three options, I think the mortar's gonna be doing okay. Because as you can see, he just like slaughtered that group of knights behind us. Now, one of the other cool things is we can suck up the enemy infantry here. Now, Big Daddy just came out, so we're gonna fire a mortar, gonna do that, and see how much damage we can put on this building. If we destroy it, there's a little treasure chest on the front. Oh my gosh. Big Daddy just ran over a money cart. We can increase the ability of our tornado, or we could lower the cooldown on our mortar, or increase, I guess, the charges of our mortar. I'm gonna do the rare option because, I mean, rare seems really good. This is interesting. This doesn't lower the cooldown of how often we can use our ability, but it does increase its duration and its range. I think we're gonna increase the automatic damage of our mortar. So right now, I think the devs patched the game after what we did the last time. We're gonna do crews work 10 times faster because that's gonna affect everything, and everything is good. Already, I do not like this near as much as the Fire Mage. The Fire Mage was just amazing. I was hoping we'd have like a Lightning Mage or something like that, but alas, beggars cannot be choosers, and when you're running around in a world where everything is trying to kill you, you, my friend, are the beggar. So we can increase the ability of our mortar quite considerably, but cooldown is what we're trying to test to see if it breaks, so we're gonna do that. Hooah! Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a very good escape mechanism, but I don't think it's gonna do as much damage as, say, you know, a firestorm. And in fact, I don't think we're gonna have to see the coin tracks. Okay, there are some coins from the Force Blast killing units. There's Big Daddy. Okay, we can hit him with the Force Blast. I guess in theory, wait a minute, that was a treasure chest up there. I almost missed that. I don't know. Oh, this was a barracks, wasn't it? We've got magic damage, so do we want more magic damage or a little bit less more magic damage? More magic damage, please. Please, sir, may I have some more? There's gold everywhere, so these tornadoes with their long tracks are pretty incredible. That being said, the last time we fought the bosses, we dodged that cannon, thankfully. All right, I needed him to stay in there. We were doing so much damage, like we didn't even have to see the boss, and we could hurt him. I don't think that's gonna be the case here. So cooldown 3, we dropped the cooldown from 23.5 seconds to 20. Unlike the Fire Mage, oh my face. He just shot it with a cannon, which is quite rude. Huzzah! Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh gosh, we're out of shift. There's a cannonball coming. I think the game's been patched because I've noticed that I don't get hung up on singular infantry anymore, and that used to always bug me quite considerably. So devs, hats off to you. And yeah, our time to kill on the bosses is like so slow. I worry about this run. That being said, as long as all the bosses can't spawn at the same time, maybe we can level up even more? I don't know. So what do we want? Ooh, the automatic tornado going from 20 to 40 damage is massive. So we're gonna choose that. All right, we just hit Big Daddy with a tornado and we blasted the boss with our special attack. We've got to build up some shifts so that we can dodge this guy's cannonballs, but like look at his giant grinding like drills. Whoop! Okay, we dodged him again. And our mortar hit him with the automatic fire. That's what we're gonna have to be reliant on this time. There's one singular knight just like running around trying to get us. Okay, that was pretty cool. Not that it was like amazing by any stretch of the imagination. Run. And now those archer towers out here, and they're kind of scary. But maybe, if we're smart, we'll use Big Daddy to run over all those enemy forces and just follow him and collect our money. I love this game. It's just... Ooh, and we have a special ability. Okay, so we can do the mortar. Automatic mortar going from 70 to 90 damage, I think would be pretty good. Increasing the ability of the mortar strike would probably be the best, since we're gonna need it. Boom! Force blast. We couldn't even kill the boss with the force blast, and we actually moved the boss out of our bombardier range. So with Fire Mage, we chose speed. I think we're still gonna have to be relying on speed. I still think speed trumps armor in most cases, especially with one of our abilities being this little electric one down here, Catalyst, boosting using 20% less nitro. So we can increase the damage of our ability to 25. I think maybe it's a case of, see, look at that. We're just not doing a lot of damage. We need to increase the damage of the ability as opposed to its cooldown. I mean, or maybe they just balanced it or nerfed it, or who knows. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to find out. Ooh, get out of there. Wow, we just lost 50% of our health. We're gonna need to go find one of those farms that has the little health boxes, or we're gonna die. Get out of here. Look at that, I blasted it, and given where its angle was, I thought it would have gone behind me. That's part of the reason I did it. This is just one of those games I'm like eagerly looking forward to. Ooh, the Lancers are dangerous now. They weren't before. So we've got a rare cooldown 4 for the Force Mage. 16 seconds, so we're not in single digits. We're not in infinite or negative values or anything like that. Not yet. I'm hoping we can get there. I'm gonna blast those guys behind me. Oh, that would have been, if I was a little bit smarter and more skillful of a human being, I would have blasted those knights right in front of Big Daddy and he would have ground them up. We can hit him with the tornado. Look at this. Just follow him around and he bestoweth upon thee riches. We get a third weapon system. We've got the mortar. We've got the Force Mage. Cannons. Cannons, cannons, cannons. I love me some cannons. Cannons and mortar means we're incredibly powerful. And if we get an upgrade that can affect cannon power, well, I think that means mortars and cannons would benefit from that, right? All right, I don't want to gather that health. Unfortunately, there's no minimap, so I have to like sort of like remember where these heart boxes are. That's a tall order for someone with ADHD who's got a lot going on in this game. Hello, sir. Eat my broadside and giveth me thine gold. Cooldown on the mortar. I mean, this is the rare ability, and it's a cooldown, right? Okay, here we go. This is what I was hoping for, actually. Was, ooh, 5% more magic damage. I think we're gonna need cannon damage. Boop. Ooh, I pushed those guys back into my mortar strike area, which is exactly what I was trying to do. So we can drop cooldown on Force Mage. Ooh, the mortar. This is so tempting because it's rare. Remember, we're breaking the game. All right, we're at full health. Dang it. My tornado destroyed the health boxes. I saw some red wrenches, so I'm hoping that means we can still pick them up. And we've got cooldown on the Force Mage down to 10 seconds. We're almost in single digits. We're almost there. We haven't quite encountered the second boss. I think he's going to be on his way presently. So we can only hope that we have the skills to pay the bill. All right, our cannons aren't enough to kill one of those things in a single salvo, and mortars aren't super accurate. So the automatic, look at this. This is, the damage doesn't change, but the scale multiplier does. And this one's weird too, where it's like 70 to 70 damage. What does that mean? Does that mean nothing? Does that just mean nothing? So we'll do cannon cooldown. Ooh, there we go. All right, so we killed that thing, and here cometh the big daddy, the father of the rolling castles. We just got to get out of those missiles, or we are. Oh, I was hoping. Whoop, gotta dip potato chip out of there. So missile guys are still alive. They're about to fire. Oh, yep, that was kind of cool. I actually watched it this time. And the little knights are in those, so like those two guys were kamikaze pilots, man. I do not want to be that guy whose job is to, you know, humanly guide a ballistic warhead into its target. Yeah, that's strange, man. I think the physics on the force is a little off. Ooh, I like my gold. All right, what do we got? We don't have cooldown where we want it, so let's take cooldown in another area. I guess we have more charges. Does that mean like go from 16 to 19 different mortar shells? Oh wait, no, that's cooldown for mortar. We'll take it though. Oh man, that little battering ram tower just got destroyed. All right, the boss has arrived. He's got 3,500 health. I think the last one had, was it 1,500? So a marketable increase. We just need to make sure we're scaling with our enemies. All right, I would like to save my abilities for the boss. That being said, yeah, see, they shouldn't go in front of me. That one rubber banded towards me. This ability is a liability. Wait a minute. Okay, and the big guy just sucked us in and ate us. Yeah, I just rubber banded. Okay, I don't like this ability, but I think it's by the fact that this is a playtest. This isn't a demo. All right, that was a waste of a cannon. I rubber banding them towards me. Something's off with the G diffuser here. All right, and my health is desperately low. We're actually in search of health. Oh gosh, this is what I needed, but I needed this about 5 years ago. See, I pushed him away. Wait, actually that worked because his maw, his gaping maw of a mouth was looking to eat me up. 18 health, this is woefully bad. Yeah, I'm pushing battering rams towards me. I think I may have, like, I can't do that. I think this needs to pair with a different weapon system. We're about to blow up. Yeah. Okay, I have an idea. Remember, we win or we learn. And we're learning, because we're not winning. So there's no health boxes when you get the vampire. We're gonna combine vampires with the force mage, and I think we're gonna increase overtime faster. And we're gonna have carpenters to heal over time. So we're going for a magical health build, is the theory, right? We have a vampire and we've got the builders up there, right? Let's see how this works. If we can get some lucky. I wish there was a visual element to when the tornado would fire, and maybe there is, and maybe I'm missing it. Go from 20 to 50 damage. That doesn't seem uncommon. That seems borderline rare. I know we wanted to do the automatic ability, but we need to survive first, right? Oh, it's one shot in those houses. I don't know if it would have earlier, but like it's definitely doing it now. 20 to 50, over 2x. You gotta take those yields. Yes, I understand. I've played this game quite a bit. Thank you very much, developers. Got cooldown on the mage or automatic go. Yep, you know what? I mean, we're reliant on the tornadoes in the beginning. I know. I'm hoping. And remember, hope is a strategy, everybody. But I'm hoping that we're gonna have enough time to really power boost. What's that? Oh, I was just about to do my ability. Oh, yes! I did not know this was possible. I did not know that we were gonna be able to combine magic. Okay, this is a magic build. Yes! Oh man, and that's gonna get 2 fires on that barracks. I don't know, man. Our chances of winning or like surviving went up, but our chances of winning just went up too. Like, look at that thing just burn. The Fire Mage is the absolute best weapon in the game. It's not even close. And that tower, or that barracks rather, just went boom skis, which means it dropped. What did it drop? Oh, okay. I guess we'll take the only artifact that there is available. There's not gonna be any healing, right? But the Fire Mage should pair well. Now, visually, we seem to find some kind of a feature. It's a feature. As my tornado stuns Big Daddy into silence. We're gonna increase the automatic damage of the fire. If we had gotten the thing that like would increase, I guess that's gonna come later. I think maybe when we level up. Look, wow, we just pushed him. If we could push him and power him into something, that would be pretty amazing, I think is safe to say. Let's find something to unleash a burnination. A firestorm. And fire does hurt you. I don't know if it always did in the last one. So we got ability, and automatic. 3 to 6 charges, or 3 to 6 damage, and an increase in charge is pretty good. The ability, though, the damage and the burn time, yeah. I mean, it was the rare one, right? Look at this guy, like, yeah, one-shotted with a tornado. But yeah, now I can eat the enemies. This game must have been hot patched, right? And it is a playtest, so like, obviously the entire point is they want me to try to break the game, and I will oblige them. Now all we have to do is fix the wave attack. All right, cooldown on the Force Mage being a rare means we want to choose that. Although the cooldown on the Fire Mage, I'm doing the Fire Mage. I know it. All right, it's a little bit too early to speculate, but I'm not sure you can necessarily break the game. All right, where's the boss? All right, we got to steer these guys towards the fire. All right, let's just release an absolute firestorm here and try to get these units to run back on it. Yeah, like the boss is already 1/3 of the way damaged. Fire Mage. It's all about the Fire Mage. Now there's one other weapon system we haven't unlocked yet, which is melee. And I'm pretty curious about how that would work. All right, Big Daddy's just over half, so we haven't hit him with the fire in a while. All right, we got ability, and then I actually want to increase my healing. Because this is sort of like, we tried to break the game with shock wave damage, and it didn't really work. It didn't seem like it was working. Now we're trying like a healing build mode that's completely reliant on all of the magic that there is in the game. And I really hope, did I steer myself into that cannonball? Did I make a mistake? It's impossible, I know. Woo! Okay, that was cool. All right, we're gonna do this and try to guide these guys through some of that fire. So yeah, look at them burning up. Don't get shot. Whoa! that was quite satisfying. I wasn't worried. You guys were worried. I was worried. So we could heal ourselves. I'm taking the cooldown on the Force Mage. I haven't given up all hope. I mean, look at that. We killed that boss significantly easier. And we're taking speed. You can never be too fast in this game. I've never felt like, wow, I'm so fast, nothing can touch me. Interesting how there's no treasure chest for a boss. Cooldown on the Force Mage again, or Fire Mage damage. We gotta do the cooldown, all right? It would be negligent. Yeah, but I forget how the vampire works. I think he's like, for every 5 units, you heal 1 health point, I think it is. So what we probably do want to do is find, not the Lancers, the Archers. The Archers should be a really good way to do mass healing. Here we go. Let's test this theory out. And we work on the cooldown. Thank you. All right, ready? Yeah, 100 health. From 96 though, so I think in that situation, we find a group of archers and we heal ourselves. Yeah, even with the quote speed upgrade, I feel woefully slow, which I guess there needs to be some level of, you know, like you always need to feel threatened, right? All right, that should get maybe 2 fireballs on him, on that barracks building. Ooh, didn't catch fire there. Uh-oh. He's coming. He's coming. Cooldown 2 on the Fire Mage. Ooh, there's a little farm down here we somehow missed. Oh, there's some knights. We don't need to heal, but we also get like gold just from consuming them. So, you know, there's that. All right, Fire Mage, you got to do your thing where you light this thing on fire. Our cooldown is not at overpowering levels. Who's got the missile launcher? If we could have somehow gotten the missile launcher. Uh-oh, we've got multiple enemies. Yeah, now we get cannons. All right, so we've got the all-star cast of abilities here. And if I space this out right, maybe there. Okay, sort of. We got one. I think Big Daddy wiped out that barracks, which means there should be a chest right there, and we're gonna get 5% more magic damage. So this is relatively weak. We've seen 5%, yes, but we've also seen 10 and 15%. And I wish we had 15% magic damage. That would have been a god build right there, or a god run, or at least the potential to achieve that. It's not the way. There's a question mark. What's the question mark? We gotta get out of there. I think I'm getting stunned. I will go automatic fire. And I need to get out of those circles before the missiles land. Oh. All right, there's just like so much chaos in here. There's gold everywhere. That thing just ran over another building. I've been getting extremely lucky. I will take full credit though. I knew exactly what I was doing. Yes! 15% more magic damage. That's what we were talking about. We issued our desires into the universe. And the universe listened. So I guess we'll do fire magic on an ability, lower it, because right now it's very slow. Oh, we're getting hurt. We're not healing very well. All right, so let's gobble up some of those guys. All right, we were able to even, I feel like I'm eating people, but I'm not like healing a lot. All right. The boss has arrived. We're at 49 health though. It's kind of curious. I wonder if we got a god run or if we just played a, an exploitable build. This is gonna be pretty important, what we choose here. Fire Mage automatic. We get more damage and we get more charges. The cooldown, 34 seconds. It's probably gonna be better though. All right, there's the boss. All right, let's see if this can work. Yeah, I pushed him away. Okay, and he caught fire. So his greatest threat to us is his ability to try to suck us into his mouth and do massive damage. So what we want to do is, well, not let him do that. He's 371. I think he might. Here we go. Hit him with the cannons. Oh gosh. Okay, that was close. And Big Daddy's coming in here. I'm taking speed, and I think I can. Yes. Okay. Now we just got significantly bigger. So that means we got more cannons too. I do not. Okay, and we're at 200 health. Yeah, the force field, I think the key to the force field isn't necessarily its cooldown, but its damage. And that's sort of what we sort of identified in the last one. Okay, that battering ram just turned into a submarine somehow. Wow, we just took on 3 moving castles and destroyed them all. I guess the fire is doing the most damage. Wait, maybe it was. I was, and when I say maybe it was, like, wait a minute, that what was what? It does show you there's a tornado about to fire because it powers up, but it's hard to see when you're facing the other way. Like right now, I can't really see what's about to happen. It'd be cooler if like the little mage himself, waved his wand or had a little buildup and then wah, sent it out. Then you could time it. All right, we just sunk that thing. I say sunk because sometimes I feel like we're like warships here. Aha! This is the legendary upgrade for the Fire Mage. We haven't gotten one of those. We didn't get a legendary upgrade for the other mage, which is a little disappointing because they probably went to school together. And Fire Mage is just doing so much better. And the other guy's like, what are you doing, man? You're making me look bad. Because the entire video is supposed to be about the other guy. But I digress. All's fair in love and magic. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, but it's still just random fireballs that do all the damage. Ultimately. Like that guy just kind of ran into one. Granted, you can hit someone with the errant tornado. Like this guy. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I just wasted an entire cannon. All right, automatic healing. Let's get that. Because we've lost about 1/3 of our health. All right, so let's see. Can I push him into something by hitting a Q? What happens if I follow Big Daddy and hit Q? All right, I push them all forward. All right, I gotta get out of here actually, because that was getting quite dangerous. Yeah. Oh, what was that? I missed the missile. I almost died. Then I need to I want Fire Mage cooldown, but I feel like I need health. That guy got tornadoed, which is quite satisfying. All right, so there's the missile dude. I guess. Oh no. No. Say it ain't so. 5 health every 20 units we consume. So it looks like we weren't able to break the game with the Force Mage, unfortunately. But there's some more weapon systems and a whole lot of artifacts and even some captains and crew that are still available. So let's see what other overpowered builds we can get. Leave your suggestions below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.